We are back after the monumental win we had last time, and I've updated the deck. We, of course, finally have a Xyz, wrong one again, but Xyz we can actually summon, which is cool. We couldn't do the rank of magic because we don't have what is required, but it's still nice to have a 2 level 4. It's also not necessarily a great thing. Um, there is an idea here. I did end up getting rid of it wherever it may be right here. That technically we could like do a discard with this or get rid of it, which we can then summon back because it does actually work. Uh, but I don't really think it's worthwhile in my opinion. Um, and so maybe we'll throw it back in at a later time. But I do think of all my sacrifices, it might be a little better to keep these what we have. Um, that's not to say that maybe this works out better, but it has a little more use than something we can barely use. But we did update the trap lineup. We got rid of the water one, which was wherever it may be. I don't know where it ended up being put. By the way, ignore all these. We aren't using these. These are all the random stuff we got. I don't even know when we got this. Yeah, I honestly have no idea when these appeared, but these are all like weird cards that just appear. Uh, but ignoring that, we did end up getting quite a few good cards. Uh, I really thought whether this is a good idea, Revival Swarm, but because we do have some Battle Wasp potential, I think it could come in handy for some special summons. We, of course, have a 2000 attack point monster. It's a normal monster, which is also kind of important. And we have Meteon the Time Lord, which will come in clutch, hopefully. But yeah, we're going to get into the duels. Hopefully, we can get a couple wins. Right now, we are on count them, 5 fake wins, which means that we have 5 legacy packs in the wings. If we happen to get 5 more, we can go and open up 10 of those and maybe buff our deck out with 1 or 2 cards. That's kind of the rule I'm going with. I understand a lot of people do it differently, but I don't want to be a cheater in this regard, and I think that's kind of the only like esque rule that we'll go with besides the normal beat one, get a master pack. But I'll see you in the duel. So one of the very interesting parts is that we are in a new ranked season, so we did go down to bronze, which is, relevant. I probably should have planned this better on certain days, but I mean, it's fine. We'll hopefully get paired with more bunnies that we can kind of go tit for tat with, hopefully. We do have a pretty exciting start, in my opinion. Um, this is really not a great like face down to start with, but we can use it. We do have Cyber Dragon on the kickback. We can get rid of any like really big special summons. Um, we also have Magic Cylinder early. Hopefully he doesn't have like a MST or whatever this may be. Shard of Greed looks like, I think that's a starter deck one. We're gonna have to go through a lot. Um, I do like the idea of sacrificing here because, well, we'll see if a monster comes up. But all right, what we got? All right, what's the idea? Oh, okay. By Tribune one Turret Warrior. Interesting. Not a bad card. Do we want to try this? Angel of 7. I mean, we do have a decent kickback, so I think you get special from your hand or graveyard, I think. From deck and face down. Yeah, we don't really have a good card to go off that, don't get me wrong. I would love to use the effect, but we're just going to see what we have for a trap here. We might be walking into something. We do have a Cyber Dragon, if need be. We can kind of wait out whatever they want to do here. Face down. Okay, well, that's going to be very triggering to kind of stop, but at the same time, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Really good card, though. Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Not good as in we want it, but it is a nice little tool that, uh, did you just, like, not do good on draw? That's not level 2. So, we could probably get rid of a Synchro here if going for an 8. Might be an 8 here. There's quite a few good 8s and Synchros. What we got? Well, the cool thing about this is that we do, in fact, have a good activatable card. It gets rid of this. Might have a counter back here. Or, oh, he can quick effect. Negate the activation if you do destroy it. If this turn it was not negate, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Yeah. I feel like this should still negate it. That's a weird, like, interaction. Yeah, so that's not necessarily a great thing, but we kind of stalled a bit. Let's see what draw we're getting. We could stall a bit and then go into this. I don't really like this. We'll do this. And we'll wait it out. We do have a magic cylinder in the back. It's a starter deck, which gives me hope, but that Shard of Greed can make a lot of shit pop off. Alright. We might have to crash. That might be what we end up having to do, but we'll see here. We don't have anything interesting. We do have Magic Cylinder. You could change the attack target to defense position. Okay. Oh. That's interesting. That's actually pretty cool. I'm going to let that go through. That is an interesting special summon. That's really cool. But we'll take the free damage here. Special summon one monster with... Okay. If this was normal summoned, I will be stopping this here. What do you have? Some trap negation. Okay. It was not normal summoned. It was special summoned. So we could do some damage here, potentially. Problem is, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, we do have a decent march up here. We can force him to reveal some cards here. Alright, do this. The reason I'm only doing this is because in case the worst comes to worst, we can prevent a complete catastrophe. Though now that I think of it, we could have Cyber Drive. It's interesting. Negates that. That's fine. We are then going to get rid of it because he has a chance to special summon a lot. Alright, very annoying. Both effects, yeah. Alright, well, not exactly what I want to see, but it's what we got. Man, this is going to be very triggering. I don't know how we're going to... Scrubbed Raid is probably a good one. Or not Scrubbed Raid, Soured... Whatever it was. Ooh. Involving this card. It's destroyed by battle. Defense. Yep, makes sense. Gonna get rid of that. That's fine. Really annoying, actually. Yep, he's gonna be smart about it. Not what I want to see. If only that was usable. Alright. So we have that. That's gonna... Man, that's gonna put a damper in everything. We need... What we have in here. That's... We have two lights. What we got? We have a light. We don't even have a dark. I think I just have to let this go. I don't think we're dead this turn, but it's definitely close. What can we even draw? Oh man, are we dead? 36. It has to use one of these, so you're okay. We'll be able to live it. Oh, thank you. That's saving me a little bit, but we basically have one turn left. And I'm just wondering if we want to force anything here. I don't think we'll be able to. Alright. Oh, multiple attacks would be good. That's triggering, actually. But we can do this. what we're gonna do here. Now that I look at it, probably I want to keep these filled up. Are these tuners? That is a tuner. Do I want to stop that? Let's see what he does. That's my question. Let's see if he stops us. We'll take that. And then he will just stop this, and that's all he's just going to do this, and I have nothing I can really do here. Alright. Well, he's probably got a summon in there. 3,900 damage. We have to hope that it doesn't have 1,100. I think he wins on board, right? He needs 100 attack points. Well, this could have been a win, but I don't really see it. Could I have played this differently? We have... Yeah. That's really annoying. Yeah, that's just game. I can't do much here. I feel like we could have done something, but man, that scrap iron scarecrow. Let me read what this is for a second. Negate the attack. So it's only the one attack. So this could have worked. We had a chance to get out of here, I think. But we just didn't draw the right cards. Really not liking the crawler stuff in my deck, but we have to use it until next time, hopefully. Okay, another bunny. We have Hope in a Dream. Again, there's a few cards that I think if we open really well, we have a good chance against even some really... I don't want to say like really high-end strategies, but against certain decks I think could trash me. Looks similar. Okay, hold on. Dragon. As a level 1. I don't really like this. I guess we can taunt out anything for destruction. But that's basically my stall setup right now. Was there anything? That's the... We can't do that. This is actually a relevant card. Okay, Cyber Dragon. Not exactly what I want to see. Dragon Tuner, non-dragon monster. If we had a Dragon Tuner, we could do something here. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn. You can special summon this card from your graveyard. Wow. There's something here. I don't think it's a great card, but we might be able to pull something off with certain pulls. I'm waiting for this guy. We have Cyber Eternal. Don't really have a counter to anything here. The Cyber Dark deck is very frustrating. One tuner. This is a dark, though. We do pack a dark as well. We are missing the 2 lights, though. This will be a light, so we can summon that. This is a machine, sadly. Yep. Add 1 power bonds. Could do some power bond shenanigans. I don't think you'll be able to kill me, but you could definitely get close. MST. Interesting. You have other cards that are good? If you equip, yeah, okay. So let's see what he's doing, because we're going to have to do something pretty annoying. Hopefully this stays on the field, because this is my only light for this right now, and I don't think he's going to be summoning many lights. Mostly the darks from Cyber Dark. But we do have a guaranteed 24. Hopefully he just decides to end it. Yeah. But he's going to power bonds. Yeah, that basically shuts this off. 22. I don't know what he's going to summon here. Alright. This guy's taking his time. Very frustrating because I just want to see it. I'll probably end up... Maybe I will cut. And that's really annoying. 2 darks. Damn it. You could target... Destroy them. Additional battle phase. We might be dead here. Or close to it. No double lights. Up to 2 from... Where's it from? 1? Just 1? Or is he finding another? Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have much here. 4, 2. Alright, let's see if we have something worthwhile. Power Bond. 21. Frustrating part is I don't really know what I have here. There's a Cyber Dragon our own. We're of course gonna special summon. And then we'll set this. See what he wants to do about this. Nope, he won't do anything. But I think on discard he just wins, right? We'll see. During your main phase, you can immediately after this... Yeah. Alright. We'll see what he ends up playing here. We do have a shot. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Hopefully it's just the normal Cyber Dragon. We could play something through that. Alright, what do you have? Because the thing about this is that if he attacks a single time here, I'm dead. Like, over if he does a discard. But I don't know if he'll think of doing that. I just realized he has like a 50-card deck. No, it's 45, 48. Odd. Alright. Oh. Oh, that's very annoying. Yeah. And that's basically game. Alright, well, to the next one. Alright, we got a bunny. Part of me, like, I feel like we could have maybe won the last one I surrendered on, but man, it would have been such an annoying, like, struggle. And Marincis is a very annoying, like, deck to play against. But we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a win. If this guy fails to connect, this counts as a win on our part. Nope, he definitely connected. Alright, not a bad draw to any of this. Alright, so we have Zoma, which is always a great card to start with, and we have Raikou, which could either set me up for a pretty good play down the line, or it could do me, because while we do have some good cards in the graveyard, I don't think... basically, if we end up with... where is it? This in the graveyard, eh. Yeah. But if that ends up in the graveyard, that basically kills a lot. Come on, dude. Either surrender, play. He's going to end up surrendering. Cool. Well, it'll probably be cut until he surrenders or something. I don't know. Or if he does play, eventually it'll be cut to that, I'm sure. Oh, he drew. Okay. He finally woke up. Stopped being a loser. Alright, well. No, I'm good. Do I just want to keep that there? That's a light, dark, dark. We are missing... Alright, well, we'll just summon this, I guess. We'll leave the Raikou available. Do I want... you know what? Sure. We'll go in for some damage. And by damage, I forgot summons in defense. Let's see how he plays. We have some defensive opportunities. We do have a gimmick puppet shenanigan if everything's destroyed, but that's if he plays at all. He's not playing. Cool. Give me a card that's very annoying, but this is not a bad card though. We could do this. I forgot we have an actual 4. No. Do this. Grab this. We do have a fire. We'll do this. And then we'll go in for some damage. Nah, I'm good. It's so nice to have a 4 because we do have some stuff that works out, but I think this just counts as a free win. We'll do this. Go to main 2. Make this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Our special summon. I think this is our first extra deck summon. For not a great card, but alright. This isn't a thing. This is a tuner. What could we put into this? Oh, hold on here. Non-tuner fire monster. Ooh. Idea. This is a tuner, so if we have a 3-star fire monster. Yeah, so we're just gonna get a freebie win. That's cool. Cool, but we got to at least summon this. We'll throw this up here just in case he has something. Yeah, that's game. Alright, Battle Wasp coming in clutch again. We'll take our free win. That's number 6, I believe it is, because the last one wasn't counted. I think it's 6 or something like that. And we're back with another loss, basically. Hurry up. That's what I say to all my opponents, especially since they don't read. And how much you want to bet this person doesn't read? Alright. Not a bad card to start. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. I know, I'm just thinking. The problem is if there's like a starter and goes into that, there's a lot going on with this. Alright. Also, if they end up wasting enough of their like resources and putting them in the graveyard where they can't access them, it's not really a bad time. We can potentially lock them out. There's the Dark Magician summon, which is not a bad thing. There we go, another one. And I just have to see what the rest of their hand is and hope that they're unable to pull off much. Because then we can set Solemn Scolding, we could block out something. It all depends on a lot of factors. If they end up doing some of the DM stuff, we kind of lose. There's not much I can do, but we can hope. That scares me. That scares me. Alright. Let me think about this. Abyss Keeper hasn't come up a single time yet. But that's mostly because 2 waters, we've had like 4. And all of them are not great for this. Alright, that's not a bad card. Detach special summon from your hand or deck. When declares an attack, you can target 1 card. This is actually really good because this ends up putting this material into this. Yeah, this is actually a really good thing. We can try and block out as well. Prank Kid. I don't think it's really going to come in handy there, but we can do this. Yep, we're going to tribute. We're going to set this. Go for battle and hope for the best here. Can we do this? Thank you. Activate. Gets rid of all those, does some damage, and we save a bit of trouble. He does have a normal summon, which is, you know, very frustrating, but we'll see what can come up here. If this card is special summoned. Yeah, so this is Chronicle Magician's kind of locked out right now. That saves me a bit of trouble there. I'm counting that. I'm gonna be the guy to say that. I get it. He probably could have played through it, but he doesn't know my deck, so we're gonna count that. He played a full combo. Well, not full, but he played a combo and lost. We're counting it. And you know what that means? A nice brand new master pack is on the plate. I am excited to go see it, and I will meet you over there after, this. Oh man, I would love this. That would actually be amazing. It wouldn't, but over into Master Pack. Here we are for the first Master Pack of hopefully a couple in this episode. Let's just open it. We have a lot of gems, ultra rare. This could be great. This could be amazing. It could also be a really terrible, I do mean really terrible, extra deck monster that we can't use. But we're going to open these. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Might just play it anyway. Oh, interesting. Okay, what we got here? Whatever. I don't. Well, we got nothing there. And Necro. Wait a second. No way. Oh my gosh. We can use Necros Cycle. We have a lot to go through. If a monster is normal summon until a link monster points to, interesting. We can actually do some. We have options. This is quite amazing. Reveal one normal monster and one effect monster. We might be able to pull this off too. Same type attribute. I think we have attribute and level pretty easily. I'll have to check type. Not a bad card, honestly. And then what we don't have. Funnily enough, this is Kawaki. We have another Kawaki card, but I don't think this is actually usable right now. But we do have some upgrade, and also this is not a bad card. Hold on. If this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster was destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster. If you do equip this card, but banish this card. That's not a bad card. We might actually have some usable cards here. This is. We'll have to check it out, but we might have options here. But we'll see. I'll be back in the deck profile. And here's the new list. I feel like maybe I'm making a mistake. I have customized a bit. I thought about maybe getting rid of the crawlers for some of this, but it's a little odd. I finally got rid of Scrap Goblin, been meaning to. A Sea Archiver I think is actually relatively powerful. This is ultimately like a pretty good just defensive monster to have. Is water make me think we might be able to go on a water strategy at some point? We are packing Dragon Nails, which I do think is very limited in our deck. We actually pack a scary amount of darks that don't really have a great attacking presence. But eventually, if you go down the line, we do have Gimmick Puppet, which might make it relevant. And specifically, Ally of Justice is the one I was thinking of. We do have the Raid Raptor, which could mean we pump this up to 2200, which is nothing to scoff at. And while this is a dark monster, I don't think Dragon Nails is really going to bring it to a higher heights. But I do want to point out that this does mean we can kind of recycle Queen Dragoon Jin. I think I'm saying that wrong. But overall, it's mostly it's kind of a smaller part of our deck. We are going full in on Necros of Trishula. Trish, if you don't know, is one of the strongest cards to have ever existed. To the point where, like, if you played Necros format, you know exactly why. This is truly terrifying, and we have access to it with I clicked on the wrong card, Necros Cycle. So basically, we can ritual monster this out using a lot of the higher monsters, but it's going to take a bit of resources from a hand or field, then ritual summon Necros. And one of the cool parts is that if you control no monsters, you can banish this card and one Necros and add one Necros spell from your deck to your hand. Now, this isn't going to come up right now, but it does lean into possibly a Necros strategy if we can get there. It is very high roll. We are possibly never going to see it, but it is relevant. I also thought about maybe getting rid of the spellcaster stuff I was going to start doing, but at the same time, I don't think it's really that big of a problem to have a summon and then get rid of a magic trap. I think it's actually pretty relevant. And plus, our defensive stuff, while is better now, I do think it's kind of lacking. We have a lot of bounce back in possibilities, but ultimately, I don't think it's amazing. I am hopeful that we can maybe get this to pop off because then we can equip Dragon Nails and we have a pretty beefy monster that one um can allow us to not do much of this effect at all, but can be revived through this, and we can kind of carry our way to possibly just bullshitting a win. I think we have a lot of actual potential here. There's a lot of small synergies. We still have the Battle Wasp up, which we haven't really gotten anything successful going, but it has made a couple plays. And we do have a couple like Raikou filled graveyard, which we can then summon Orpheal or Orphable. No idea how to say it. We have, of course, a great tempo starter. Honestly, we just have a lot of useful tools, though our 1800s could definitely be something different. I do think these struggle with just not doing enough. But we'll see what happens. We have a couple more duels to go in this part, but we're making progress. Okay, we have a bunny, and also one of the things that we'll probably gonna start seeing is I am gonna be tempted to go second because Necroz, specifically Trishula, does really well when they have a graveyard to banish. Um, we'll see what happens. We are going first, which is good for a trap lineup, but Trish isn't great as a first turn card. We'll kind of wait it if it is an option. Again, we have no dedicated searchers, so it might not come up. And in fact, it is a dead card in our hand. But we do have a pretty good card in the form of this. This card from your hand or deck. We can probably just throw this out here, and we can wait this out. We'll see what happens here. Well, sad for you, dude. Have fun. That does mean we have a target for Trish to go on field, hand, and graveyard, which means we do have another bounce back opportunity. Then again, we have Exosister, which ruins my entire idea of happiness. But we'll see what happens here. I'm hopeful that we can maybe get it out. I doubt it, but we do have some safety. Neither player can special summon from the graveyard. That's fine. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have as an option. You can special summon. If you do, yeah. Let's see what cards they put in. I'm really hopeful. We have a great option here. But it really is going to rely on how lucky we are. We'll see what they do here. They do have an attack, so maybe they'll go for it. Hopefully they don't bounce it all into one monster, because then we're at the back foot and we don't have any options, but we'll see here. Yeah. You can target one card your opponent controls. Yeah, basically sets that up. Let's see if they're limiting themselves. If they go into anything at this point, we're basically done, but you never know. Yeah, you can target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it. It's a big problem here. Yeah. I think we're basically done. What we got. This is the one, yeah. I don't think we can win, but we're trying. Really, really annoying. Yeah. Alright. Well, sadly, we just lost. No Necros, but hey, Exosister, man, I'm tired of dueling them. Really tired. Okay, we have a Blue Eyes opponent, or at least that's what he's dressed up as. Part of me wants to go second, but I think against Blue Eyes, if we open Void Trap Hole, we also Scolding. We have a couple options that can possibly shut down their turn, so we're going to go for it. Hopefully we do high roll into it. Not necessarily. I do like having this card ready. We're gonna summon this, and then not get anything off. This is really good because they are more than likely gonna have a light monster. A lot of blue eyes is that. Oh no! But have your life points. You cannot activate the added monster's effects. Yeah, so you add that. You add 1 level light tuner. You can discard this card. Yeah. Not really a great idea to leave this like this. True light, yeah, that is something to be annoyed about. We'll see what happens here. Ooh, he had enough tools. What was that? Ash Blossom. That's actually really good that he discarded that. Hopefully there's not another one in there. There's a couple cards in our deck that I think can really lend itself to doing well, but we'll have to see. Interesting. Effect Veiler as well. Interesting. We do have a nice special summon. Let's see what we go into here. Spirit of the Eyes. Oh, yeah, this is a card I haven't read. Except Dragon Monsters. Yeah, this is basically going to go into a lot of shit. Mausoleum of White. Yep. Send 1 normal monster from your hand, and if you do, target monster is gained a lot. We have Cubic Ascension, which might save me here. This also might get a little carried away now that I look at it. Also, this is another thing. What artwork do people like? I personally like the original. This isn't. Is this the count as the original? This is the starter deck Kaiba, right? That's the one I love. I think it looks super iconic. You know, it being torn up in the manga and anime. Does he just? Can you do 1? You might be able to do a ridiculous amount of damage here. Alright. Tuner into this guy, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Basically gets rid of pendulums. This is a very funny card that came out during the height of pendulums. Just to stop it. But, yeah. You can tribute this. Yeah, overall, there's a lot of cards here. Effect Veiler, you can go into another one. I don't really know if we can save this at this point, but we'll try. From your extra deck, yeah. Spirit Dragon, Crimson Dragon. Oh, I think we lost. Yeah. Double Crimson Dragon. Oh, Ultimate Spirit Dragon. I haven't looked at this one because it's never really relevant. Or it hasn't been relevant to me. Why would you place this in defense? Stardust. Yeah, this is an insane card. Don't really have... I am going to do this real quick. Kind of force something out. Yep. Kind of figured that was going to happen. I kind of figured since they discarded the Ash really quickly that it possibly was relevant that they had a second one. Also, they've drawn a lot of cards, so Alright, let's see what they do. We basically are locked out of so many options. Well, we could do this. I meant to put in defense, my bad. This is activate effect. You can, and if you do, destroy 1 card of the field. I don't really have much, huh? But we have to play for it. We have to play 2 our outs and hope that he just doesn't read. He definitely can. Yeah. That's basically the game. I don't think I can win from this position at all. So GG. Enjoy your Blue Eyes deck. Alright, well, it looks like another loss for your hero here. We're going to go first again. I'm hopeful that this going first just ends up winning me a lot. Could be wrong, but we'll see here. Not a bad start. Can add that. You know what? We might do that. Let's do this. This could be relevant. We might have a game on our hands. We'll see here. We have actual cards for the clapback. Okay. Cool on you. Everyone has a max T ready. Alright, have fun. Have to hope that they only have one little monster they could play for. I hope a normal summon into like a synchro or a normal summon into like an XYZ. Okay. Ow. Oh. This might be bad. Didn't go for this. Interesting. That's very funny. That goes back. Should we just go like that? I'm going to do this. I don't think it's really relevant, but we could force something out. The wing. You could pay, so you only have one. Special summon Winged Dragon Raw. I'm actually going to have to just do this. You know, I thought I could. I really should read cards. Just in general. Fear me. Take that. You aren't ready. We're basically screwed. I need to be able to read cards, apparently. Effect monster. Effect monster. I got that. Me dumb. Alright, maybe we could stop one of these cards. That's triggering. Target this card for attack. We might be able to get rid of one. If a card is in your pendulum zone, there's a 3rd resonance counter. Okay. Then draw 2. Do that. I was thinking about it. It might be a bad idea. But, like, I have to force that for damage. Like, my main idea here is damage. Alright. We'll just go for damage and hope for the best. We do have a Void Trap Hole. Hopefully this could stop it. Also, hopefully he can't kill me and we could do some Mattheon stuff. Interesting that he doesn't really have a snapback here. Alright. We have Cyber Dragon. Do we want to go... I don't think that's really good. Crawler? Do we have another crawl? I don't think we do. So I think we just do this. Force him to have something. I know it's kind of a waste of a normal summon, but just do the damage. We have a special summon to get rid of. I probably shouldn't have placed this. Now that I look at it, it's 200 missing damage, but it's fine. If they get rid of all these cards, we do have Mattheon. We might be able to pull something out. That I would love this card. I have a Fortune Fairy. I would love it. Banish it and stand by of your next turn. Alright. Not a bad card. Interestingly enough, it is a 4, so my dream. Okay. Okay, we have something on the table. By the way, this is an insect. I'm going to just place this in case, and we'll just get this off of the field. We have Magic Cylinder, remember? Does this say target? Target the attacking monster. I hate this world. We're probably dead or raw. Something. This one? Alright, we have a bit of a throw on board. That's it. That's it, baby. Another master pack. Look at that. I think they messed up their combo, but we're taking it. So, to the master pack we go. Also, we rank up. Who really cares? It's mostly for the fresh cards. And more gems, I guess. Oh. Here we are with the master pack. We have to get something good. Ultra rare. Ultra rare. Okay, come on. What we got? Gen X. Ooh, hold on. Don't we have a Gen X combo? Cosmo. Alright, Synchro. I don't think these are going to be great. What is this? If you control a ninja card, I don't think that's going to be very relevant. Alright, well, we got Valkyrie. I don't think we have a single one. Gadget Arms. Morphtronic. Not very good. We don't have any Cosmo. When you control level 7 or higher machine monster, you control is destroyed. You can target. And I don't think it's that great. We might be able to do some Gen X stuff, but I don't think this is going to be really that relevant. Yeah. Well, we got Bird of Paradise Lost. 2. Once per turn, you can send 1 tuner monster. It's not a bad idea. Maybe we could pull this off. I don't think it's going to be great. It is a tuner. There's an idea there. What is this? Target in your graveyard. Special summon them in defense position. Yeah. I don't think it's going to... There might be something here later, but I don't think any of these cards are going in. But I'll see you in the next duel. So I did a quick check, and while we're up against a bunny and hopefully another possible win, I didn't really see a card that was worthwhile to add. It was probably the first master pack we had that was a total bust, besides I think our very first opening. Our very first opening, I think there was like 2 master packs that were total duds, but that one was really not good for us. But we'll see here. We're starting okay. We might be able to do something. We have Zoma. We'll see if they combo off. We have really no interruption. If they are a big combo strategy, I'd like it to be Xyz because we can special summon and do something. But we'll see. We also have the ability to do Fortune Lady going with Zoma. We also have Crawler. There's a bunch of other stuff. We'll see what happens here. What are we up against? Oh no. And it's branded. It's Snore. I'm just going to the next duel. Here we are with the bunny. Didn't we just... Is this the person we just fought? That we ended up getting the win from? Maybe? Or maybe it's somebody else? I don't know. I'm trying to recognize names. I'm bad at it. But let's hope for the best here. Again, really strong cards. Alright. We're gonna do this. Do this. We're gonna do this. I don't think this is ever gonna really come up besides being an 1800. It's also an Earth, which means it's not gonna be relevant for any of our combos right now. We have more of a water, fire, dark, light strategy than anything, but no Earth really. We do have a revival until the end of the next turn. Honestly, this might come up. What we got? Fusion deployment. I might have to just stop this. Oh. Your opponent cannot activate cards or the effect of cards. Yeah, so basically what ends up happening is I am unable to respond to the chain is what the idea is. Yeah. So, but I think this might work on summon. So maybe it's a little different. We'll see here. Kind of a waste of a decent amount of resources. What was that? What was revealed? Why is it branded? Why? I just really want to know why. Sure, have this. I kind of want to see what happens here. Because I have a couple interruptions. And I could potentially stop the... It's just really odd. Forbidden Droplet's really annoying for this. But then again, I wasn't going to be able to stop it. We're doing this now. That's a normal summon out. Sour scheduling coming in clutch. Yeah, I have to stop this. Probably could still fusion summon and do stuff, but that's the normal summon gone. My hope is that it's not going to save the world, but it can stop it. Didn't discard a card for anything. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I don't think that's going to go well, but we're trying. Also, if this person would read their damn cards, why is everybody not reading their damn cards? Jesus, man. Also, this is probably the last part I will be recording before I upload any of it, because I haven't even uploaded the first part or anything. So I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it, so it might just be something I do by my. I don't really have a great idea here, but we'll do that. And I think we basically lost. I can't do anything here. That's a really bad draw. I mean, it was bound to happen. Like, there was even a better draw in just letting me be able to summon, and it's really miserable. We could shut down one special summon, but that's it. But I have no idea. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Also, this guy could just end up quitting out. Do you not have something to discard, or like? As a dark going in a graveyard, something to be relevant on. All right. There's a couple. These are literally not the greatest. No crawler for me. I just don't have a single card here, man. I don't have a single card that can do anything, and he's taking forever, man. I have to hope that he just, like, surrenders out. That's super annoying. Well, have fun. That's what you get for doing that to me. My one card. This guy takes so long. Okay, bye-bye. We were losing. We didn't have anything. And I get he probably wasn't actually the same guy. And it's just the same deck. But I am tired of facing Resonators. Just in general. I don't want to deal with it. Resonators, Exosister, just stop. Just go away. Alright, not a bad setup. Classic Alien Warriors come back to play. Been a really long time since we've gotten to use anything like that. And then Solemn Scolding might come up. One of the cool things is that we can special summon this and then set up for anything. Alright, we have spirit stuff. We are actually going to do this, though. Mostly just because this gives Scalding some time. And we might be able to do some serious damage. There's that. We're going to hopefully let all the resources go in. That's fine. That's fine. I'm hopefully going to see an Xyz summon would be cool because we can then get rid of all these. Perfect. Would love to be able to use this, but we're just not going to be able to. Yep, get rid of you. Bye-bye. Perfecto. Basically gets rid of that, and we could put on some pressure. It still has a bounce back, but maybe we could draw a good trap card. And that's not fantastic. We have a play here. We detached. I don't think... Do we do this? We're going to throw Bora out because this might come up later. Let's see what they do. We do have a pretty good card combo here. Finally, a combo, baby. Do this. This is actually amazing if it's able to come off. I think there's going to be interruption. Oh, no. Look at that. Detach. Get rid of Aura. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, some serious damage if it gets through. It does. Wow. And now we just have to hope that we can get through to Magic Cylinder. They don't have a lot of resources. I doubt it's true, but I don't know. Maybe we could do something, but we are close. We had to go for it. Yep, there's that. We have nothing to prevent this. We are fully on our own. There's normal. Okay. Oh, that's a tuner. We did it. I can't believe it. That Scolding came in so clutch. All right, another master pack for the road. We are on a roll. And by roll, I mean we've just succeeded a few times. But that is amazing. We're going to go open up the master pack for the final part of this episode. Really cool. And 25 gems for our reward. It's almost free. Here we are with the final master pack of this episode. I feel very nice with it. Ultra rare, thank you, thank you. Please be something insane. I want to be able to put some screws on. Oop, we'll wait on that. Amazing. Dollhouse is interesting as well. Some more Gen X stuff. Maybe we might be able to do something with Gen X. Steamroid's interesting as well. It's really bad, but it can get over some stuff. We have Painful Escape. I don't think it's really going to come up. Malefic Cost Stream. I don't think we'll be able to do it. This is interesting. And then Dollhouse. I don't think it's really going to come up, but this is specifically nice. It is, you get target one monster on the field, destroy it. It might come up, but let's see what we got for our super rare. Interesting. Okay. Konami must be special summoned by having 7 Crystal Beast cards. I don't think we're ever summoning this. I think the only thing that's really being added is maybe a Steamroid or Squamata. Probably Squamata. I think Squamata is just going to be useful to have. But we'll see what happens next time. I'll show the deck profile at the beginning of next time. Man, what a terrible ultra rare to get. That is abysmal. This might come up, but we don't have a great fairy package. But yeah, that is a very successful episode, if I do say so myself. Got a few wins, and honestly, I'm feeling pretty great.